Hey guys, James from the Water Hole here. We're going to be looking at the Spa Touch 2 topside on the Artesian Elite, the most luxurious hot tub there is that Artesian has to offer and really anybody has to offer. All right, let's go ahead and wake up the Spa Touch 2 here on this Artesian Elite. Pressure 1, pressure 2, we've got it unlocked. Here you're at your home screen. Up here in the top left, you will see a couple different settings. First one there, the half moon, that's just putting it back to sleep. Get it unlocked again. H right here, what that stands for is the temperature range that the hot tub set in. Currently, it's got the H there because it's in the high heat range. The next one here, that's going to tell you which heat mode you're in. Currently, our heat mode is in rest. We'll dive into these settings here and show you how to change those. Click your settings button there. You got the heat icon here, top left. Click on that. It'll show you heat mode, temperature range. To change either of those, you just click, go from rest to ready, back from ready to rest, temperature range, go from high to low, low back to high. Temperature range for low is going to be 50 to 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperature range for high is going to be 80 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 104 degrees. Your rest mode versus ready mode. Rest mode is only going to heat the water during your filtration cycles. If your tub's set to filter 24 hours a day, it's always going to be ready to heat the tub even in the rest mode. Now we can go into the filter settings here, hit your back arrow, hit the filter settings. You change these filter settings, and if you dial it down to where you're only filtering 4 hours a day, it will only heat during those 4 hours when it's in the rest mode. To change your filter settings, you're going to click on either hours or minutes. Hit your arrows up or down to change your minutes. Hit your arrows up or down to change your hours. Click the blue check mark. That's going to save it. You can turn filter cycle 2. You can turn filter cycle 2 off and just only have one filter cycle. Hit that blue check mark to save it. We recommend running 2 separate filter cycles because it will purge all the jet pumps at the start of each filter cycle. Let's go back to the main settings page. Here you can change the time, set the time of day. Currently 9:30 here where we're at filming. If you needed to change it, same thing as the filter time. Click the hour, click the minute, use the arrows. Back here on the main screen, next on the list, we've got reminders. You can turn your reminders on or off. That's going to remind you to check your balancers, check your sanitizers, those things. Lock settings. We can lock the settings of the panel. We can also lock the panel. Filter settings we already went into, so let's jump over here to hold. Press the hold button. That's going to shut all the equipment off for an hour. You cannot change that hour. It'll start a countdown as soon as you go into hold. At any time, you can exit the hold by pressing the back arrow. Get back into the settings. M8, you're going to want to leave that on. That's just an energy efficiency setting. At 30-minute intervals, the tub is programmed to pull the water and test the water temperature to see if it is matching up with the thermostat and where you have the thermostat set currently. If it pulls at 30 minutes and it matches, the next time it pulls will then be at 60 minutes. If at 60 minutes it pulls and it's still at the same temperature, then it will go up to 90 minutes the next time. If at 90 it pulls correct, it will go up to 2 hours. At 2 hours, that's the max, and it will wait 2 hours until it pulls the water again and stay at that 2-hour mark until it notices a temperature difference. And then it will go back to 30 minutes and start the cycle over. We've got more settings. We just got to hit this arrow over. You can change your units of measure, change from Fahrenheit to Celsius, change from a 12-hour display to military 24-hour display, change your language, all the info on the top side, software, current setup of the control panel, delete that, current setup of the circuit board, basically telling the tub how many pumps and the heater can run at the same time and how often the purge cycles are. We've got utilities. The panel setting here is going to let you decide when the screen goes to sleep after your last touch. All right, let's go back to the utility settings screen. Click wake up here. What this is going to just change you from the tap to wake up. You can change it yes to no. Fault log. This will be something for the service tech to dive into. It's just going to be any error codes that pop up. Let's go back. GFCI test. From the factory, this will be set. Okay. Let's hop into GFCI test. Right here, you will see that we have passed the GFCI test. A new tub within the first 24 to 48 hours of being fired up, it will perform a GFCI test. You can do this at any time during that manually by pressing the test button. Go back, go back. We're at the main settings screen. Now we've got chromosome settings. This is where you can change your groups. You can make group 1 ABC, AC, BC, any combination you want. Do the same for group 2, group 3, group 4. You can have up to 4 different groups. Let's go back to the main chromosome settings here. Zones, this is just labeling the zones, deciding the function. We leave all of ours at normal. You can change those to a single color. Go with the water temperature. Status Pro. Back to normal. Back to the main chromosome settings here. Last thing is test. You can perform a test on the different zones, making sure they're getting the right signals for the red, green, and the blue. Now let's dive into changing the lights. Here, currently on zone A, pick your color. You can change the brightness of the color. And if we wanted the colors to change, click here. This spin dial here is going to designate how quickly those colors change. Bring it all the way down. It's going to make it change slower. Relaxation color mode here. Party color mode. Zone B, same thing. Zone C, same thing. And then this is where your groups will show up. And whatever zones you had set for whichever group, that's where you'll see that here. And you will change those colors accordingly. That sounds dumb. You will change those colors at the same time now rather than individually. You can turn the water features on from your home screen here, or click the Jets button. It'll also show up here in the Jets button. Or click your Jets icon. It'll also show up under this screen. You can shut those off. It'll show all the different jet pumps here, turn them on individually. Or the nice thing about the Artesian Elite is it's got the personal controls at 5 different locations inside of the tub.